Well, I just want to first start by asking, it's 40 years in business. How does it feel to have your story and just this legacy on the big screen for everybody to see?
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that came out of the blue for us. And then to get someone as talented and wonderful as Alexandria Bombeck choose to make a film about us, it's just an honor that is kind of overwhelming, really. And then to get to Sundance, which is just an incredible festival for so many reasons, when all we did was just do our thing all these years. So it's a great honor. It's a bit overwhelming. It's full of joy and gratitude for the whole team that put this together, because really we feel like all the cameras should be on them. They did all the work. This is just,
Well, how did it come to fruition? If it was something that just came out of the blue, how did it all happen?
We have a very old dear friend who's a filmmaker, Kathleen Horan, who writes and directs and produces. So she had over the years just kept in touch. I mean, we're just friends, right? And we never knew she was even thinking about that kind of thing. But she introduced us to Alexandria and said, Alexandria and Multitude Films, they want to make a documentary about y'all. And we trust Kathleen a lot. So we were like, yeah, we're totally interested in that. Because before, when it's come up, it just hadn't felt right,
Mm-hmm.
And we saw Alexandria's film on her shoulders, and we were like, whoa, that's amazing. Why does she want to work with us? But and then we just started talking about what our goal would be, because we didn't want it to be like super self-focused. We wanted to have that idea about our community and the audience and all of us kind of growing together, and she got that, So that's why it worked.
So you guys kind of cover a gambit of representation. You're powerful women. You represent the LGBT community and also female artists. Like, was there ever, as you're creating music, as you're going through the industry, did one representation kind of take over any other?
It's an interesting question.
I don't think we've ever been asked that before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all kind of linked, right?
Yes.
The homophobia that happens with being queer women at its root is sexism. So then you have being a woman, and then you have all the societal gender roles. We came up against, in terms of the business, which never really drove Amy and me artistically, but we were signed to a major label. But when we were in radio stations and you had these male DJs, and they didn't know what to do with us, so there was kind of an intersection of the LGBTQ people that we were, the women that we were, and as far as the conflict what we experience based on societal conflicts and issues. So, but then along the line, if we show up to be to be an ally or to do a benefit or whatever, then we sort of, I may feel that role particularly strongly in that particular context. So if it's to empower women in a certain context, then we feel the power of that reality and identification, and if it's something for the queer community and so on.
Yeah.
So that's an awesome question.
Yeah, it really is.
So what would you like your legacy to be? I know this is on film, but overall, what would you like the legacy of the Indigo Girls to be?
I mean, I guess just making people feel good about themselves, and maybe make some things in the world better, leave a little bit of hope. And it's really about humanity for us, human worth. And just, that's been the most important thing all along. Any work that you do, whether it's for queer issues or anti-racism or indigenous land struggles, all of that is all about humanity and us and our value as humans, all equal. And also, for us, the animals and the ecosystem, that's, it too. So I think just trying to leave a mark that makes something better. It's one little day at a time, one little issue at a time, and we don't have this huge aspiration of we're going to change the whole paradigm. It's more like we're part of a whole movement of people that are trying to. And that's what we always wanted to be.